Hey, welcome back to another Montreal Canadian podcast show with the hockey coach Frenchy. Directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing great Monday night, February 24th, 2025. Hopefully, an amazing great week of the February, the last week of the month already, guys. The time is flying. Montreal Canadiens have only 25 more games before the end of the season 2024-2025. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But we cannot miss the Monday night because the Monday night we talk about not only the Montreal Canadiens. Tonight we're going to do another review of the NHL. It's something I need to do more for all the hockey fans. And I'm going to go through for each division what they're looking for, maybe on for before the trade deadline or before the end of the season. So I'm going to go through that tonight. Of course, going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, a couple news around the Montreal Canadiens today. Montreal play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock again, the Carolina Hurricanes. So I invite all of you to join me live at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, Evan Demidov returned on the ice. So I'm going to talk about the Demidov in the next couple of minutes. We're going to talk about NHL news around the league. We have a couple of injuries update, suspension, and a trade happening maybe 1 hour ago in NHL. So this is a full show with only Coach Frenchy tonight. I give a break to Enartab, Devin, and Marco. They need it. And I don't want to abuse their time too much. Also, guys, they are volunteering to do that. And whatsoever, I love to work with all of them. I want to be sure they take their time with their family and friends to enjoy the evening. So Marco will be back Wednesday night with a notebook show with me Wednesday night. We're going to talk about the game of Carolina Hurricane and the Montreal Canadiens. So that's happening here at the Hockey National Show. And we are approximately 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 subscribers to reach 8,900. So we want to thank all of you will be consistency in the chat every night to join me and the hockey fans, the Montreal fans talking about hockey. So, what's the subject tonight, Coach? But first of all, the subject of the night, guys, but they are gone. Joel Amir and Jake Evan. Not yet, but I feel like they are going happening the next couple of days under Ken Hughes. We're going to talk, of course, of the Montreal Canadiens the trade deadline, and that's happening the next couple of days. The end of this trade deadline is March 7. We have a few people knock the door here tonight, so we'll welcome all of them. We're going to start, of course, with RDP for Newfoundland. RDP can wait to see the matchup back-to-back game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Montreal Canadiens. That's happening, of course, Saturday night at the USB Arena in Buffalo. And then they are going to play back at Montreal Monday night next week. So LDB, he can wait to see that. Buffalo looking a little bit better for the last 10 games. Honestly, they scored 8 goals, I believe, during the weekend. Abination knocked the door tonight. Welcome back. Hopefully, you're doing well, Mr. Abination. RJ Calabro also in the house. I gave all update in it. Only 2 games in action tonight. First of all, the San Jose lead the Winnipeg Jet by the score 1-0 after 20 minutes. William Eklam scored a goal, I believe. And then you have other game a little bit later tonight. The Vegas Golden Knight. And the Sharks are going to be at the Bell Center Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Just talking about the men, the GOAT in our top is back in the house. Stan the man, great to see you, my friend. Stan is always with consistency and support the channel to pop up every night. Charles for Scotland, welcome back, Charles. It's funny, Charles. I was thinking about you about 30 minutes ago. I like to remind me, myself, okay, the people that don't see the last couple of days, everybody busy, and not that negative, but just see where are they, what they are doing, everything like that. So glad to see you, my friend Charles. I know it's late for you, but hopefully you're doing well, you and your family. What about Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau? Early tonight, Nicolas, what's going on with you? From Sherbrooke, dans la belle province de Québec, notre ami Nicolas. Un des grands supporters du channel depuis le début de ce channel, 5 ans. Il y a déjà 5 ans. So, Nicolas, j'espère que tout va bien avec toi. Tu as passé une très belle journée au travail en ce lundi soir. We try to get other people. Claude Richard, dans la belle province de l'Ontario, dans la capitale du Canada, assis à la maison avec sa famille. Claude Richard, another great person, support the channel. Zev Le Cave, pop up early in the night. Here we go, Zev with Nicolas. The rumble of the chat. Zeph always been great for the Hockey Nation show. Thanks so much, Zeph. What about notre ami Marc Perrault back in the house tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. About you and your family, Mark. Randy Walkman, directly from Calgary, Alberta. Randy, Flame are sitting. Another big W for the Calgary Flame last night. Dawson Wolf continues to perform between the pipe. The Calgary Flame are going to be all the way to the end with the performance of Dawson Wolf. And we'll see what happening with him. Billy. Welcome back. Hopefully doing well, Mr. Billy. Another great supporter of the Hockey Nation show. Knock the door tonight. Try to pick up everybody. Hell, Anonymous, don't rush a trade. Yeah, possible. Here we go. Philip Brand from Sherbrooke, I believe. De retour avec nous ce soir. Welcome back, Philip. Hopefully you're doing well over there. When the past can coach ask for the trade, it's been a few days ago. Yes, Zeph, you're right about that. I do also can watch many San Jose game. Celebrity has been very impressive. Celebrity is really impressive. I agree with you about that. Mr. Rob G is in the house. Rob, hopefully doing well. Rob Ramage. Remember Rob Ramage? Yeah. Oh, Jimbo knocked the door. What's going on, Mr. Jimbo? Did I see you during the last couple of days? Did I see you a lot during the Four Nation and during the last game, Jimbo? Glad to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. And you're doing Rudolph, somewhere around South America. I always remember Rudolph in Colombia, but he is Ecuador, I believe. Definitely, Rudolph, they're going to have a trade for the Montreal Canadiens. It's a question of time. And we'll see what's happening. But Rudolph definitely going to trade. Talking about Rudolph in Ecuador. But we have good news from Reggie. Reggie now is in Vietnam, but he missed already Thailand. He got sick at the beginning of his first day. He was out for a couple of days. He looked like a couple of days, 3 days out with some kind of virus. I don't know exactly, but maybe a cheese virus. Who knows? But Reggie is going to be recovery. We wish him a speed recovery, Reggie. Take care about yourself. Triple W knocked the door also. What's going on with you, Mr. Triple W, with the New York Yankees? New York Yankees now change the rules of the hair and since 1979. Amazing. Luc Fortin back in the house. Lucky, we missed you yesterday. Thanks for sharing with this on my channel. Dancy knocked the door also. What about Bush? Butch Bouchard, big guys for Vermont is in the house tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. Eklam Smith, two future stars. Charles Yaskarov is another star over there. Charles, they have a couple of great prospects coming in the team, San Jose. Mike Gregg does a good job with as a GM with the Sharks. Google, Nugger, your channel is the best. Thanks so much, my friend. We appreciate a lot, Google, to see you around. Glad you have enjoyed the show yet. That's okay, Jumbo. No problem. We'll just miss you, my friend. That's it. Last in Vietnam. Yeah, that's well, Coach. It is getting late here. Yeah, it is. Charlotte, I know, is always late over there. With Owen back with Montreal, I hope they can play on the second line, replacing Dak, who is injured. That will give Beck a chance to show his talent on the ice. I hope he does well. Yes, Stan, I can understand your point of view, but I don't think so. They will happening. Why not, Coach? But I think they're going to move a new hook, or they would bring Jake Evan on the second line. Now, He can make a change, bring the hook, move Anderson, and give the. But I don't think so. I really believe they prefer to back Jake Evans. Why? Also, they maybe try to put on the window Jake Evans. So, and they don't want to give too much responsibility to Owen Beck. That's my point of view about that. But we'll see. Stand, but I can understand your point of view about development evaluation. That's a good thing to see that. And the game is very important for them to stay in the race on the mix. Doing great at Triple W. Then PLW knocked the door tonight. Nicolas Heller become UFA at the end. Don Burt knocked the door. Hopefully doing well. PLW, we missed you last night. We should trade Wolf. Why, Randy, you want to Calgary Flame trade Dustin Wolf? One, maybe the future best goaltender in NHL, Randy. And then see, just enjoy an OHL game between London Knights and the Kitchener Rangers. Awesome, fast-paced game. I did not realize how many NHL players came for the Knights. Maybe some will make the ad down the road. Yeah, Logan Mayu, one of them. You know, they have a still bunk play with them. Is it not Dickinson over there? Sam Dickinson? I think so. Others use a wolf. Yeah, combination great. Maybe trade for Corey Perry. Who knows? Could happen about that. Pizza knocked the door tonight. Thanks to be a part of the show, Mr. Pizza. So we got around everybody, guys. This is a show tonight. A little bit like Friday night. Q&A. Put the little Q in front of the question. I hope I will get it. Because sometimes when I'm alone, I'm focusing on the camera, watching the game, and then I'm trying to do all these fun things at the same time. So multitask for me. But if I miss one of your questions or your comments, don't take it personal. Don't take it like I don't want to answer to you. It's just I completely didn't see it. That's all. It's not because I don't want to answer to your question. It's just like sometimes it's very difficult to read on my right here. Look at you, check the game, play on my keyboard. Too many things, but I'm not going to complain about that. And there you go. We have the first one. Good new hook turn into a defensive checker. His speed could be very Emerson said. Differently about that, I think New Hook could be a good asset as a PK, I believe, for the Montreal Canadiens. I know some of you, like A2, does not want New Hook to be a center, everything like that. I still believe New Hook could be a good top bottom six player in NHL. He proved it with the Colorado Avalanche. He have some kind of experience like that, and I think he could be that. Now, for the benefit of Montreal Canadiens, with Michael Edge, Owen Beck, Oliver Kapanen, Florent Jacquet, I just named four of them. Possible all the four could play with the Montreal Canadiens, or they could be a good asset to get trade. But maybe New York would be better to stay with the Montreal if they stay with Montreal as a winger. But definitely, it could be a good PK because of his speed, and he's not a bad. He's a smart hockey player, a two-way player. So I think it could be a good asset if ever Evans and Armia go that direction. And if he's going to be at the bottom six, you want those players to stay in the game during the game and not let them on the play if you don't play or power play. But you have to give him some minutes. So it could become a good duo with Josh Anderson example. So great question about that, Jumbo. I appreciate that for that. Coach X Flame, leave blue defenseman. If you wait too long to trade, you risk player to be traded to get injured before. But Bush is a part of the game, right? It's happening injuries at any moment. But I think he wants to write the right deal, and he will not move until he get what he's looking for. Bush, I think that would be the right things about that. How much are you benching at the? How much are you benching at the gym, RDP? It depends. If you go for, I usually put about 60, 65 on one side. Yeah, no. It's two plate of 40 at 20 because in tight end they don't have 45. Yeah, but they use the 20. So it's 2020. So I can go sometime at another extra 10, but I'm talking about one shot, something like that, ADP. But I'm getting old, so I have to be careful with my right shoulder. But, if I go about 40 kilo on one side, so it's 80 kilo both sides, I can run that like, 6 to 8 times ADP. But I'm losing my my strength. Definitely about that, Jimbo. Um, so that's what we got. New York should be like Baron. I like that one, Paul Baron. We miss Paul Baron. Who that does not miss Paul Baron? I think Paul, le petit Paul Biron, on dirait les Français. Le petit Paul Biron. Here we go, guys. Rock and roll. I'm starting this, guys. I'm going to go through a lot of great contents, everything like that. And don't miss everybody to make a click on the likes. First of all, the Detroit Red Wings trade Willie Husso to the Anaheim Ducks for the best player in NHL. It's not Zegras, it's not McDavid, it's not Connor Gauthier, it's not Wegger, it's not the Stolens, Duskal or Gibson. It's for future consideration. And Anaheim get all the full contract. I believe this is his last season contract year with the Detroit Red Wings. Remember, he signed he signed with the Detroit contract of 3 years, I believe, uh, from the St. Louis Blues to the Detroit Red Wings. So he had a great year when he was with the Blues, and then injuries pile up with the last 2 seasons for Billy Husso. He was down at some point with the Grand Rapids Griffins, and he's struggling for the last 1 year and a half. So, what's the deal behind that? But I believe that gave the Detroit Red Wings more money to manage and to make a big trade at the trade deadline to become buyer and to make the playoff. I think Steve Eisenman, his goal is to make the playoff. Maybe not go far, but at least to make the playoff. And I believe, that's the purpose behind the trade. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think it would be the way to do that. Triple New York is not a center coach. Uh, he plays center since the beginning of the year almost with the second line um, LDP. Now, on the flip side, I would say to you, he made the play, he make the face off, then he switched for Kirby that. Um, I think for the benefit of Montreal in long term, New York would be better as a winger. But the transition between Beck Kapanen, Florent Jacquet, and Michael Edge pop up at some point. New York could be a solution at short term as a center. After that, it can become that one. Yeah, Jumbo is still part of the face of the coach part. Is that still on the block? No, Abination. If one of them would be John Gibson, honestly. Gibson, Dalstal is the next one. About that? McElliott, welcome down as skating, but not the edgeness and play to make it to be like a Baron. Good evening, Luciano and Mark Elliott, by the way. N26 knocked the door. Won't spin to the cap possible there. So Hughes been a playmaker. I think he could be a good bottom six player in NHL. Couple of news. First of all, the Anaheim Ducks, yeah. Uh, Trevor Zegras suspended 3 games after a body check on Michael Rasmussen last game, and is going to be suspended three games. Zegras is struggling again this year. This is his second year. He's still carrying a $7.75 million per year, I believe. This is a player that Ducks trying to figure out. Like you said, Montreal is on evaluation with Kirby Dak example. This is a player where they need to figure out this very soon. I think it's not a kind of player Pat Verbeek likes. Um, it's another players coming for the USA program with talent, skill. All the players coming, guys, for the national development program USA, the U16 team, the U18 team, right? They have two programs and they focus 12 months per year. And they are selective around the country. So you can have a player from Florida, a player from from California, everything. And they put the team together. The practice of small area. So what they really build those player guys is skill and really talented player, but with skill. So they become really great on hands. Signaling the park example, accuracy shot. They really work on the small area. The problem is this part. How many of them get out of that program with meanness, with grits, with sandpaper, like physicality? It's rare. It's not many of them because they're not built that way. During the 2 years they play on that program, they play again a USHL team. The USHL team is a league could compare to the league with a QM example and the OHL, the WHL, but more like a QM. So what happening on that league? They are great hockey players coming from European players, and many of them are draft like they all like Coronado, Farrell. Um, I will say to you, Vanek, and I can go all the way. They go through that league. It's a better league, but still, it's not physical. You're not going to get fight over there. It's not physical. So what happening? So for years, 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, and they go after that on NCA. Those players like Randy Leonard, Gabe Perreault, Will Smith, they don't see a lot of physicality, and they become really good, great skill players. Really good. They are really good skill player. But this is maybe a dimensional players where I believe in the future the Team USA have to figure out something else. It's where you get, Matthew Kachuk, Brady Kachuk, but this is a DNA. A lot of people thinking here Ray Leonard will be a power forward. I don't see that. Really a good skill, a great skill, great, but to see him on the same mold of Chris Creator, I don't see that. I don't see guys going to hit 200 times per year, and you know, but great hockey player for sure. We'll see what we got here in the chat. Welcome back, Mr. Luciano. By the way, thanks for all the comments in the chat so far. Let's see what we got before we move on for the next thing about that. Washington Capitals, we are the Eastern Conference. Thanks so much, Luciano. Francis, salut mon âme. Is bad. I see half of the club Montreal fine and 3 years. Hard to know if the team is gonna win soon. Lenny, Dak, New York, Armia, Evan, Gallagher, Anderson, Madison, they was out in 3 years. Definitely about that, Francis, and that's part of the transition and rebuilding team. The player you just mentioned that you're going to have possible a UFA player, a couple of trade for the Montreal Canadiens, and that will take the spot of who they are, and that's possible. The good thing for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, maybe if one of the two you mentioned maybe stay around, but don't be surprised, like you said, Patrick Laine, Anderson, Madison, they were rack Savard. It's part of what you need to do, and that will make the Montreal game better. By the way, here we go. 5.7. Oh, I mixed the 7 and 5. And I maybe take the Calgary pick for Zegras. Interesting about that. Rain is in the house. Welcome back. Hopefully doing well. I will not touch Zegras all and myself too. Coach, what are the chances to Shane get a trait on your eyes and where? It's a great point about that. I still believe the Blues will keep the same team. We know this is the last year as a GM for Angstrom. Alexander Steen become the GM after that. If they don't get and return a first round pick, a prospect, I don't think so. They will do it. They still don't have enough coming from the prospect to get that spot as shine. But this is a great player you can add to any team and make the playoff. To example, like for the Tampa Bay Lightning to get him. Uh, but this is a player who could make a big impact. I'm always concerned about the dollar star. When I say the dollar star, not because the first one I don't know the Blues will trade to the star, but the Stars have a lot of money to spend. So I think a team like Vegas guys could take that player over William Carlson. But the Blues are still barely in the mix, but they have a good win yesterday. So we'll see what could happen about that. Not for me, for Zegras, Chicago can take him. Roger Colette, welcome back in the house. Great point, Zeph, about that. In our tab, this is a good question. This is a good comments you bring on the table. Now, Leonard, he will sign his contract. He can burn 1 year. His final, whatever he make, Boston College #1 right now and say, so they can go all the way to April 9, I believe. He can have about 2 games, maybe possible for Washington Capitals. But who do you remove on your team, bring you all the way to the President Trophy example? Are you willing to give another players out of the lineup to bring Rand Leonard? I'm not sure about that. Now you can put him on the roster, but I'm not guaranteed it would be the right solution. Definitely about that M26. I agree, Francis. I agree with you about that. It's just a combination. It does not bring a lot on the table. Other effect is smart, but look, guys, Zegras this year. He played 17 minutes per game. So he have a top six number. TOI. He has 7 goals. He has 19 point, 16 point 34. So he's going to carry on you 40, 45 point. We need more. We need more. Injury again this year. Injury last year. No, not for me. Gary Conoyer, best driver UAPS is in the house. Yeah, Francis, I can understand your point of view, but I will tell you one thing. Talk, I don't think so. Prats, I don't think so. You're going to make the NHL. Florent Jacquet is really my biggest homework to do because Jacquet is impressive right now. I have to give him credit. The Jacquet family guys beat all the odds. Like, don't go against them. Don't tell anyone they're never going to make it because they're going to make it. This is the family DNA they are. Mindset, work ethic, and Florent Jacquet, it could be a good player in the future. Said that, Thorpe is on my subject tonight, so I don't want to talk about Tyler Thorpe, but is my player to watch for the Montreal Canadiens prospect. So I'm going to talk about him at the end of the show, Francis. So if you don't mind, And 26, you're right about this. What does Vancouver do with the Peterson now? They seem to have lost the room. In after, I think Rick Tocchet is not going to returning as a head coach next year. All the number analytic team wise is struggling. And Sonny got the contract of $11 million, Peterson struggling. They would they have UF free Brock Bowser. This is the thing right now on the not on the on is on the tension. They try to get some answer, right? And how they can do that is to be sure they do the right move. And if you're Vancouver fans, you're questionable about those decisions for them. You still have Myers. Now they miss Ronek. Damko is out. It's not only the locker room, it's on the ice too. It'll be very difficult for them. Does Nashville have anybody of interest to us? Not really. This is another thing where, by the way, Justin Barron is looking good, by the way. And the last, he played about 20 minutes, over 20 minutes per game play with Roman Ozy. We have to give credit for Justin Barron right now. He's turning around. He's only 23 years old, by the way. But Nashville, they gave away Tavanen, Tomasino, Carrier. They consist to give away players. They go with UFA, older players, Marchessault, and they have Senkos. Their center is really low. Their prospect, they have a couple of first round pick, right? But still more time to get there. The situation for them is to get, okay, I think they're going to trade Randall Riley, if he can. Nick Wish. Now, Saro's performance is really a red flag for them. Trust have to figure out something the next during summer, but this is a team should be better. But I don't see better until the end of the season. A great question about that, Mark. Charles, coach, what do you think if the chance of Montreal can trade Armia Evans and the package deal to get number one pick to great A prospect? I think slim to none, as most of the team cannot take on two players. This is the biggest subject of the night, guys. I'll go to changing the template. Like I said, sometimes, guys, I just work with all of you, and this is a subject I want to talk about this a little bit later. But no, we're going to go there, and is the subject of the night, honestly, and how we can do that. But let me go here, and then I need to find Jake Evans. Here we go. Now the Jake Evans, Joel Amir together is a better value. So that was try to bring that. That's relate on the question of Charles. Joel Amir alone, Jake Evans alone, Joel Amir alone, split there. The value in return is lower. Is lower. If you put this together, it's better to get something good in return. $3.4 million plus $1.7 million. Total 5.1. Montreal Canadiens can keep half of the contract. Let's go with 2.5. A third team could get $2.5 million, 50%. That's give only 1.2 to get Armia and to get Jake Evans at the end, Charles. So it's really possible a team can go that direction. And I think a team can go deep, should go about that. Which kind of team? Winnipeg, Devils, Edmonton, maybe. I'm not sure. Now, the return, remember, guys, I wanted the Pittsburgh trade Marcus Peterson and Drew O'Connor, both of them for the Vancouver Canucks. The Vancouver have to take a bad contract, if I can recall it. So it's possible they can get a late first round pick to get both of them. You can manage something like that. They can get a bad contract for 1 year or for the remaining of the season. That's a possible could go that direction for Ken Hughes. But I still believe they can go, and that would be better for the Montreal Canadiens to do that direction. Said that, Sharp, you have to think about if they do that, I think they know already the negotiation with Jake Evans is over. That's all. And the Joan Armia have to open spot for other players for the Montreal Canadiens are coming. So the purpose of that is to can use to try the best trade from both players to get a first round pick. Now I'm not finished with that, Charles, because Montreal Canadiens, if they select example in our tab, they get a first round pick of Winnipeg Jet. Example, I don't say they're going to do that, but they get a late first round pick. Now that gave them 3 first round pick. Montreal Canadiens, the Calgary Flame look like, and they get now a third round pick, first round pick on that NHL draft 2025. That gave now a chance for Ken Hughes to trade maybe 2 of them, right? I would say the Calgary Flame and the late first round pick to get an established player in NHL. I don't want to tell you who it will be because it's too much to figure out that. But that we gave leverage to can use to make some trade with a third round pick, first round pick. So I believe, in my opinion, what I can see that they try to package a deal. They have not many teams, not more at 3-4 teams can do that. And that team could consider already to maybe sign Jake Evans after that or Joan Armia. This is the way I see that, Charles. I think the benefit of that gave a better chance to along I can use to get another pick after that to make a trade to get a player. They did with Alex Newhook or the 31 at 37. I don't say to trade a guy like Alex Newhook, but they have better chance to get a good players in NHL for a team. I'll just give you an idea right there. Like Pittsburgh Penguins would love to have more NHL draft. Are they willing to trade Raquel for that? That said, can you should do that? I'll just give you an example about that. So I think this is the way I see that shot. Great question. Ryan, does it sound like a Western player have a bit more difficult time transitional to the Eastern Conference? Yeah, it could happen about that range sometime, but I think it's balance also. Look what happened with Tage Thompson example. Great in Eastern. But I can understand your point of view. I think if you go case by case, it could give us a better percentage. But I feel like balance at the end. Great point, Triple W about him. Gary Corneille. I'm ready for Evans and Amir Savard to be moved for the good reason. So, what's the next after that? The Savard rumor, guys. Now, it started with Arpen Pazu, Sue Cohen. I still believe Savard will stay with the Montreal Canadiens. Can a team can him a third round pick on desperate like the Edmonton Oilers? I'm not sure. But again, guys, this is a trait right there where that team have to expect only Savard play 15 minutes in the playoff. Bring some kind of depth, right? Some good defenseman, block shot, everything like that. A one-dimensional player right now for the playoff, and that's all. We don't talk about the Montreal Canadiens yet, but I still believe Savard will stay with the Montreal Canadiens. The next one guy is Laval Rocket. He does not. The Warwick State go nowhere. Whatever the fans would like to trade Christian de Warwick, don't expect that. The value is not there. And Montreal Canadiens, if they trade Jake Evans and Joan Armia, they need body NHL player, and that's the reason they were wrecked with stay with Montreal Canadiens. That's my prediction, by the way. Now, David Savard, they had different thing. They have another subject. I want to talk about this a bit later, guys, but I'll give you an example. Whatever, they have 5 more games to play before the trade deadline. Montreal is right now gain 1 point. They are right now 6 points behind or 5 points behind the playoff spot. Don't worry about the playoff. The chance to make the playoff, guys, is not there. I don't think so. And I can go there right now. No template coach. Let's move on there. The Montreal Canadiens from the Athletic website, they have only 2% to make the playoff. The goal differential is minus 28. The chance of scoring goal per game, right, is at 5 versus 5, they are 27 in NHL. The goal, again, they are 29 in NHL. Whatever the coach and the player, they don't care about the number. They still believe they could make the playoff with 5 points behind. But they have 6 teams in front of them. The management, they really care about those numbers. And they really care about the situation. And the next 5 games give them a better direction what they're going to do. My point behind that is if Montreal stay around 5-6 points, they play Carolina, San Jose, and Buffalo. And Buffalo again. But I believe they could stay around the mix. Stay in the mix. That would give Montreal to keep Savard around. To keep Savard around the team. Better for the rest of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. This is the reason I believe Savard will stay with Montreal. I could be completely wrong. It's just my vision about the situation for Montreal Canadiens. If Montreal lose Carolina, San Jose, Buffalo this week, example, Montreal is going to be 9 points. Now, possible Savard. But if they stay around 5 points, I think Savard will stay with the Montreal Canadiens. If not, they will trade him. But don't expect too much in return. And that would be my suggestion. That would be my prediction about that. Great question about for that situation. Gary Conway, I believe he was talking about that. To be fair, LDB Zegras was having an issue with the coach. That's the reason for his low number. Friend avec a clean start franchise. Maybe it could happen about that. It's possible LDP. But Buffalo can get him. Not Montreal. Arena Valley, welcome back in the house. Jakai, make it that day special for the fans, for sure. Everything could happen for LDP. I just me gave up on the grass. Well, it's not a title player I would like to get for the Montreal Canadiens. Right, welcome in the house. Vancouver cannot trade Peterson. They won't receive a better center in return. Good point about that. I think I feel the same way about that. Antoine Mr. Butch, Bouchard, another Butch is in the house. 7 Barron is up to 16-15 to 20 3 game. Yeah, 7, you're right about that. First of all, welcome back. Secondly, Barron, the last 7-8 game, guys, is looking good. With them, he have 4 goals, I believe now. Barron. He scored a goal 2 days ago. He played 18, 19. He played 18, 19, 16, 19, 18. I don't have all the game per game, but he has really 6 points. But he's struggling the first 10 games with that part over there. All right, my name Ben. I mentioned A2. Always mention about you, A2. What's friends Batman Baron and Mayu? I like Mayu. Look at his number. If he can play same time of Eric Hudson, je could have some more point. You're right about this, Francis. Just remember, I don't know if it's better to answer to you in French, but Francis, souviens-toi que Mayu, son problème, c'est pas les points. Pas les points like that. Pas les points like that. It's more about his defensive zone coverage and his decision making. If he can fix that, Mayu could become a defenseman second pairing. If not, it would be a third pairing defenseman like Jekai is. It could become a good physical defenseman also. Larry, we keep you around here forever, my friend. Amir Evans did not look near as good without an man. Great point, Mark, about that. Would you make sense to send both to Vegas? Yes, Vegas, but remember, Stan, the problem with Vegas, the problem with Vegas, Vegas is really good on the bottom six. You talk about Kozar, Nico Roy. They have a lot of great players now. I think it would be better to have a Joan Armia or a Jake Evan over Tanner Pearson over there. I think it would be a fit for them. They lost Chandler Stephenson last year. So I think Stanley could be that way with that. Now, in return for Vegas, a first round pick, I don't know if they have it. They trade all the first round pick. But also, they have maybe a prospect like Brisson, could be that one. Torovenev, not to trade him, but he play on the bottom six over there. So Vegas could be a good one about that. I agree with you. Cap could use Jake Evans and Amia. Yeah, they could. Definitely about that combination. I'm not sure for Henry Abinaf if they want Amia for the bottom. I think you consider maybe Baron, Murray Baron, better, honestly. Gustafson. But for the rest of the season, they can go that way. But our Winnipeg have enough money and the way to sign him and Jake Evan is another mold like Adam Lowry as the same prototype of the player. Now Lowry is physical, his size, everything like that. That would be my only problem over there. For a lot, Evan Walker, 7, I agree with that. BMN Sports said Anderson stay on list, very good offer. He don't go nowhere for sure. First one pick in the week draft. I disagree with Roy about that. The draft is better what the people said. Every year, guys, people said this is a bad draft, it's a bit red. Guys, every year you have player between 25 to 35 first round at the end or the beginning second round. They make the NHL. They make the NHL. You just need to find the right one. So I disagree, Roy, because every year they make a trade for the pick number 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Every year. So I disagree with me someone the draft is not like he was. It's more about the first top 5, top 10 players. This is what I evaluate a good draft or a bad draft or lower draft or a higher draft. When you have a first of all like Carson, Smith, Bedard, Fentelli, you have top 5. This is solid player center play in NHL top line. Compared to the one who was Sakoski, Nemec, Shane Wright, Chirichek, Gauthier, Coley. Those tend to make the NHL the same level like Smith. It's not. But look, you always find someone, Adam Camp, Kudish right now, 27. Always someone there. So I disagree with you about this, Roy. I would resign 7. No, I would not resign Josh Anderson, guys, in 2 years. Anderson going to be what, 32 years old, 33 years old? No, it move on. Bring Florian Jacquet. He can play the same level, maybe better as Josh Anderson. I think it'll be a good shot. You are correct about the third first round pick. I'm hearing the same thing, and he make it total sense. Yeah, I think that's the win of that to go that direction. I will not resign Anderson. Yes, Bush about go the or. And Rabinov package the third first round pick of the top three. Whoa. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Let's see that way, guys. Pick number one, Matthew Sheffer. Pick number two, Michael Misa. And then after that, we drop a little bit more. We have Higgins, Martin, Frondell, McQueen. I just mentioned name right there. I will say to you and Rabinov, I will not trade my first 3 round pick to pick up those players. If it's Michael Mesa, I will give 5 picks. No, just kidding. I will 5 picks, like 3 first round pick plus my third round pick and my 5th round pick for Michael Mesa. The only 2 players I will look about that and Rabinov is my number is Michael Mesa. But after that, guys, I will not give my 3 round pick there. But it's really pay my curiosity about that. And 26. Should the Leaf target Perenko and what it would take to get him? But that will satisfy the right side where they're struggling for sure in our tap. That would cost them more. Easton Cohen, they would like to have a 1st round pick. I don't know where they are with the 1st round pick. They can get a Robinson and maybe add a Devin Camp. I don't like it, but you're not going to get Matthew Nice in return. Maybe a defenseman, maybe a Connor Demons, but I would take that. That would take a 3-4 and reset. But again, Easton Cohen, was it Minden, at least. ADB move Sakashi to center. It could happen there. But Savard and Winnipeg could go that direction for sure. The right defenseman over there, they have DiMelo, Pionk, Savard that will bring the depth of that side. Right now they use a left defenseman, Sandberg, usually there. But you're right. And Rebnev, welcome in the house. Definitely, Mark, maybe more things about them for sure. I can understand that they are not far, Butch, but it's not about how we are far or close. It's about what the team play on the ice. Exactly, and 26. How many they are in front of them? Point behind that, they don't care about where they play the 5 versus 5 each other. They know the problem, but they still believe they try to make the playoff. This is better to understand that and the but I can keep him definitely A2. I don't want to get Justin Barron in return. I think I have a multiple it's friend reason and Rabinov distraction, injuries, conflict interest between the team and him. Great point. You need a two-way game and today in NHL. May you is speed too, coach? Yeah, it could add on that one. What type of center would be the best for the Midav next year? The Midav. Honestly, you need a player with Dimidav, put the puck in the net. But Patrick Lenné is too slow for Dimidav. Dimidav is going to be the playmaker, he's going to be the play driver. So you need a snapper. And honestly, Dimidav should play on the first line with Caulfield. Caulfield would be the tomorrow, guys. If Dimidav play with Caulfield score 40 goals. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. I agree with you about Detroit in our Luciano. Coach, great analysis, giving where abs are standing, they would probably be seller, could fall bottom. I would trade ab first one pick and prospect to draft Frondell, Utah. Yes, that's maybe the third best player right now. Frondell have an amazing, great month of February right now with his team, with his buddy, Victor Eklund. Um, if a number three, so I go back with a N26, he barely what N Rabinov said. If Frondel is available at a third round pick, ah, you trade now, you number 7, 8, you trade number 14, and then you trade 26. I would not do it. Whatever Frondel is going to be good, I would not do it. I think your number 7, 12 could be a good asset a long term with Montreal Canadiens. It's only Michael Misa. But Frondel, I would think about this, coach. But I don't think any team will move down to pick number 7. Now, can they pick 7 at 12? Maybe. I think like Pittsburgh, example. Suppose Montreal targeting Anton Frondel at position 4. And I think Arizona did it a couple of years ago. They got Zimashev and Bot. That could be a good pick. It could be a good move for Montreal. They trade their pick number 8, 9, what 7, 8, and they trade their pick number 14. At Pittsburgh Penguins, I don't know N26 would make that trade, but if they're targeting at the position 5, they want to get from that example. That's a kind of trade I will be concerned. If Pittsburgh are willing to do that, a team does not have a lot asset, not San Jose, not Chicago, not Utah, um, Nashville could do that. This is a great conversation, by the way. I like that. Trocheck for the first one pick. I will not touch Trocheck also. Um, Ketchup would be guest at the Tonight Show with Fallon tonight. We're supposed to talk about all the news, but you guys, you make me go on the direction. But I like it a lot. John B, welcome back. I disagree with you, John. I disagree with you about nobody care about David Savard, Jake Evans. We're going to get that answer March 7, and then we can reevaluate what happening until March 7, John, to let us know if you are right or if I was right about Jake Evans and David Savard. But I can just explain that Jake Evans will be traded and maybe not Savard. about that. Logan as a center, I like that one. And 26 about Logan, about him. Uh, Charles, I agree with you about that. Abination would not be agree. He love McQueen. I would not touch McQueen at all, Charles. I think you can get a player similar at McQueen at the end. Abination, you can get more in return for Anderson and Madison. Now the question to you would be who would take the spot of Mike Madison and who would take the spot of Josh Anderson for the Montreal next season? Um, Properly developing any late first round pick can be just as good. But that was my point, Stan. Now the chance, the probability are not high, but you still have a couple of players right there. Durant Cam, Jake Aldenger, goaltender 25, I believe. They are the exception, but they have a value there. I think there's a value. I would give three first round pick to McKenna. McKenna, guys, is unbelievable. He's the next Connor McDavid in NHL. McKenna destroy right now the WHL. Shall no way Ab can get me, so I don't think so too. If Ab beat the Canes tomorrow, City is gonna get insufferable again in the mix. No Sun will start up. Yes, A2, I agree with you. Jimbo, I think the evaluation of Kirby that could be more as a winger, but I think they're looking for a second center. Ken Sam Bennett could be that player. Not sure. Roger Delaney is in the house. Welcome back, Roger. Beef. Uh, Beef, that would be the best scenario for the Montreal Canadiens. The Flame need picks. It could happen PLW. We're not confirmed yet. Good point, and 26. IDB Mishka was the pick. Alexandre Maillard, welcome back in the house. Thank you, Billy. Dimitrov, cold, small player. Dimitrov is not small, he's 6 foot. Evan, don't trade anyone now. Yeah, N26, good deal. Yeah, it makes sense, by the way, N26. I really like your comments about that. I cannot say no, you're not right about that. Great point, Francis. They came are looking for Jake Evans. I think Randy they will take Joel Armia too. A good point about those players born to be Ab. Welcome to the house. I too agree with you about that too. I trade Madison, Evan. I think the value Mike Madison could be higher next year, but I could be wrong. It'd be interesting what happening with them. Paul, good Owen Beck being a singer at some point. He's got all the tools. Paul, great question for all. Welcome to the house. That would be stretching, right? Stretch. I don't see him at 50, 60 point in NHL. I see more as a third center, but really, really good on everything he does, in my opinion. Now, Paul, development, improvement, everything could surprise. I don't see that yet, but you never know. That'll be helping. I see Michael Edge over Owen Beck as center number two. I might on that point. Yeah, triple W, you feel like 6 foot is small, but look about Sidney Crosby, those kind of player guys are small at 6 foot, but they do very well on the ice. N26 believe the Pittsburgh are rebuilding. Jason in the house. Dimitrov is perfect. Here we go, guys. We'll go back on the one we're supposed to talk about. Red Hartman dropped the 10 game from his appeal. He got now 8 games. Let's move on to the next one. The NHL injury. Matthew Kachuk is still on the bubble. Renaud Lavoie talked about this on the weekend. Paul Maurice gave another version today. He said, look, we're going to deal with that day by day, week by week, and we expect we're going to figure out this with the time, the 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 roster, everything like that. So don't expect to announce right away Kachuk is over. That's something like, oh, we can put him out of the playoff until the playoffs start. We have $9 million. We can get a new players. Ratanen, you know that guy, Ratanen. You got the answer. A magic pill will happen to Matthew Kachuk in April. So we'll see what happens about that. The Detroit Red Wings announced Andrew Cup is going to be on the ER, and Michael Rasmussen is a day-to-day for the Detroit Red Wings after his injury from Zegras suspended for 3 games. More injury, guys. Lindgren, upper body injury with the day-to-day. Lesteranen is going to missing day because his wife is going to get a bird tomorrow, I believe. And Damko is a lower body injury. Damko could miss a couple of weeks for the Vancouver Canucks. And it's news about that. Micah Rantanen on the trade. We talked about this a bit early yesterday. I don't want to talk too much tonight about that. But Rantanen, guys, could possible to be traded again if you don't have any deal from the Carolina Hurricane. Rantanen destination: Florida Panthers, Vegas Golden Knight, and the Dallas Star. That's my 3 destination for Rantanen. So it would be interesting about that. The next thing about this, around the NHL. Here we go, guys. Buckle up. So what I did, guys, I go with all the news around the team very quickly. It's not about the 32 team. I select 5 team per division. What I believe could happen. First of all, the Boston Bruins are going to become seller from the Down Sweeney. We talk about Brad Marchand could be a plug to get trade. Trent Frederick could be another one. Morgan Kiki could be on that one. We know they lost Langholm, Ipus Langholm until the end of the season, and also they lost McEnvoy for a couple of weeks. So Boston all become a setter team. Expect some change. Brett Marchand could be one trade with the dollar star again. Would be interesting what happened about that. For the next couple of minutes, guys, I'm not going to read too much on the chat, but I'm going to focusing on the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres, I'll be really interesting team to check for the trade deadline. They are at the bottom of that Atlantic division to try to reach the Montreal Canadiens. They have a back-to-back game next week, by the way, for them. This is a team right now. They try to figure out what you're going to do with Baron B. Ram, and maybe possible to trade a couple of players. I think Zakar could be another one. This is a team right now I'm looking for the trade deadline to accumulate asset or they trade a good player. Remember, they trade last year BRAM versus Casey at Middlestad. This is a thing we're going to figure out about that. The third thing I want to talk about this is the Tampa Bay Lightning are back. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they are 66 points and they're standing on the third seat of the Atlantic Division. They're only 5 points behind the Florida Panthers, by the way. So they are not too far from the top, and they are not too far from after that. So they cannot lose in game after game. The Tampa Bay Lightning looking good. I think they won the last 5 games. They have now structure. I think Kucherov is still hurt. I'm not sure. I did not get any update about that. But this is the thing right now all looking good for that. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Vasilevsky. This is the thing going to make the playoff. Will be to see what is going to happen. The Detroit Red Wings guys are 8-1-1 the last 10 game. They are one of the hottest team in NHL, and we'll see what happening to them. Like I mentioned to you, they just trade to get more money. They have everything. I'm going to surprise all of you, but they have everything to trade for Rantanen, the Detroit Red Wings. And they have everything to make the sign the contract to Rantanen. Rantanen, Larkin, and Lucas Raymond together. But the $4.75 million disappear on the pocket of Steve Yzerman or open up for Detroit to make a buyer and to looking for a player like him. The next one, guy, is Ottawa Senator. They lost the 4 game. Ottawa Senator are struggling right now. They don't have Pinto, Norris. They play right now Brady Ketchuk for 1 game, 2 game. But this is a team right now are really struggling. Earlmark between the pipe. They have to find a way to stay in the race, of course, to make the playoff. This is the year for them. And a buyer, but not at too much. You have a rumor the fact Brady Ketchuk could be traded to the Florida Panthers the next 2-3 years. We'll see what happening about that. You're right about this. A2 about Larkin. So that will be interesting, guys. I move on now for the next division. And we add the Washington Capitals. The Capitals are alone with the Winnipeg Jets. So they are alone in the Eastern Conference, guys. They scored 15 goals during the weekend. Ovechkin is on fire. You have a lot of players right now play the best hockey in NHL. And we have, of course, PL Dubois. And Chick Run is 16 goals this year. What a great trade for Washington to get Chick Run. Look, that team is everything to make a big, long run. Can they add Evans and Armia? I'm not sure. You're right about that in our top for the Ottawa, for the Nashville. Why would Rantanen want to leave in Detroit? Forget playing for the team. If they gave him the money and 26, we'll see. The next one, guys, the Pittsburgh Penguins in trouble. Um, I'll be honest with you, they we thought during the weekend Pittsburgh could have a good weekend to go back in the mix, everything like that. But this is over now with Raquel injuries. This is a thing we're now going to be fall apart all the way to the end of the season. We'll see what Dubas is going to do at the trade deadline, but not looking good. Not looking good. Whatever after this is a thing going to get years, and Snake Crosby is going to suffer during that time, but it is what it is. But this is a situation with the Pittsburgh Penguins right now. 17 goal, Randy said. The NHL, the Flyers, really interesting team also. They are behind the Montreal Canadiens, and they try to figure out everything. But I think they have a player they can trade, like Scott Lawton. They try to figure out with rest on that in. This is a team right now they're focusing not, they're a rebuilding team first of all, and they are trying to become another sailor. How they can trade the Couturier there, I'm not sure, but it's a team right now really interesting to watch for the trade deadline, in my opinion. The Columbus Blue Jackets, guys, they only hope Monahan come back very quickly. The Columbus are 62 points. They fight right now with Detroit Red Wings and the Ottawa Senator. Look, this is the Johnny Goodrow team, and they believe and they hope they can get all the way with that kind of mindset. They got back Marchenko. They won on the weekend, but again, the injury Sean Manon pushed them on the edge, and sooner, quicker he can return. That helping the team to finish strong to the end. Is it enough time to do it? I'm not sure, but that's the situation for Blue Jacket. I don't expect too much at the trade deadline. At New York, at the Big Apple, and the New York Canada guys, they become buyer. They will try to improve. They dream every year to make the playoff. The Rangers, more for the Rangers, for them to not make the playoff would be catastrophic for them. That would be like bad. And I think they would do everything to get a Rantanen example, something like that. I think you're going to get a buyer situation. On the flip side, the Islanders, they're missing punch and an offensive side. They lost on the weekend. You never know what Lou Lamariello can do for sure. But this is the thing right now. I have honestly Islanders no clue what to do for that part over there. Let's move on, guy, for the next one. The Winnipeg Jet, they won the last 9 games. Right now, they're losing 1-0 at the almost the middle of the third period. Again, it was San Jose Sharks. The goaltender make a ton of great save. I think it's Vasilek. But Winnipeg Jet guys, like the Washington Capitals, they lead and dominate the Western Conference. Now, the Colorado Avalanche guys, they are searching. And when I said the word searching, they've tried to figure out what they're going to do and for the rest of the season. Because right now the chemistry is not there. Martin and Cash did not send the loose Rantanen guys. The last only weekend, the last bowl game, they cannot put the puck in the net. This is a team right now, 50-50. And like I said, they're searching to have the right answer. They don't get it. So this is a thing right now they're looking for. Figure that. Now the Dallas Star. That's for me, guys, the most dangerous team. They have money. They have the Dallas again money. So I think a guy like Rantanen could be a big asset for them. Then after that, you have Jimmy Ben contract and Tyler Seguin contract. But you have to pay attention on that one, guys. The Dallas Star, I think, could be really interesting. Vegas could get him. I don't know how they can make this happening, but it could happen. Utah guys, but Utah it will be a buyer. Smith, the new owners, want to promise to the fans to make this possible. They still bubble behind the Flame and the Vancouver Canucks and the Blues and the mix also. I don't say they are, and they're going to make it. But this is a thing I think they could get, they become buyer at the time of the of the trade market to do that. It would be interesting to see the team Utah. Finally, for the Seattle Kraken guys, they are going to become seller. They have a couple of players they can sell at the trade deadline to get something in return. They have no chance. They are 54 points, and I don't think so. It could happen something else happening for them for the Seattle Kraken. Now, finally, for the Pacific Division, the Edmonton Oilers are the same thing. Look like every year is the same story. Goaltender, right defenseman. They make some change. Corey Perry, they let go all the way at Robert. Every year is the same thing at the end of at the time. Now they lost this game number 7 last year. They add this year at Whitson, Jeff Skinner. But the defense same the problem. And that's what the reason I said same. How are you going to bounce back? I'm not sure. But this is a thing to watching. Thanks for all the like we got so far. The next thing I want to talk about this, I wish Ron would be with us, Ron with Kings. The National Kings are looking from depth. We talk about someone talk about maybe Jake Kevin go there, really possible to get that direction. And I think they're going to looking about to elevate or upgrade the bottom six or there more of the four line like Trevor Lewis, everything like that. So Joanne Amir could be that players for that one with the Los Angeles Kings. The Vancouver Canucks guys and the Calgary Flames go to battle for the last spot and the Western Conference. We know exactly what's going on with the Canucks or whatever. They have some kind of injury already. I think that mess with the Peterson saga with Miller, that Quinn Hughes injury, Damko injuries, Ronek injuries. A couple of players have a good year, Bozer, DeBrusque, but just was not the same year this year. It's just hard to figure out the Flames, the Vancouver Canucks. For the Flame guys, one name, Dustin Wolf. That's it, Dustin Wolf. Is the one who make it fun for the Calgary. Now the Ducks guys, I think for the Ducks are the same position like Montreal Canadiens. When I said that, it's play meaningful game like the Montreal for the young player they have. The McDavid, the Carlson, the Zellweger, uh, you know, the Gauthier. This is what they're looking for. Dostal as the goaltender and Matichuk. So this is what I believe for the Ducks. And finally, guys, they pray to get a first round pick. The Chicago Blackhawks and the San Jose Sharks. And I'm going to give you a prediction. If the San Jose Sharks draft number 1, they're going to select Matthew Sheffer. If the Chicago Blackhawks select number 1, I'm going to select Michael Misa. This is my prediction of that first round pick for both teams. So this is guide the turn around the NHL. I think it's something we should do more often at the show. I don't know if you like it, but I think we do this one time per week to see what's going on. I think that's a good way about that. People in the chat like N26, Luciano, um, Randy, if Ron was here. So many of you guys follow other team and you can sharing your knowledge about what you know about the team. So it's good on the chat. You hear from other team what's going on around the other NHL team. Now we're not done yet. We rock and roll there, and I will be a little bit more available here. So if you have any questions, just consider asking your question. I would answer to you. Once again, in news announced that Kirby Dak will be out tonight. There some kind of rumor about a lower injury, body injury for Doc. Some people talk about maybe the knee. PLW talked about this earlier in the chat. It could be major. We don't know yet. He's on the evaluation, and we're going to hear that for the next 48 hours for Kirby Dak. For that situation, they called up Owen Beck for the Laval Rocket to play tomorrow night. Uh, Today, Anderson, Gallagher, Savard was not on the ice of the practice. Uh, Gallagher, personal reason. Savard, injuries, and also Anderson continues to have a treatment day because of his injury. So, not a problem. One week Kings, Claude Richard, upset, and the draft. Yeah, Dak got hurt on his knee, but not the same one open on. Takes some out to make that comments about this. For that one. Montreal Canadiens, guys, the playoff, we just talked about this earlier, so we're going to skip that conversation, the 2% playoff for the Montreal Canadiens. We talked also about Joel Armia and Jake Evans. It was a subject of the night. We just talked about this maybe like 45 minutes ago about the better value, the reason behind that, the purpose of to get a third round pick in return, first round pick. And we talk about this. So if you're new on the show, we can rewind the video if you want to get there. Now, I want to talk about other subject, guys. The Rocket are struggling for the Montreal Canadiens, Laval Rocket, and American Hockey League. And the reason behind that, guys, is the biggest problem for them, guys, is because they have right now many injuries, and they have 9 player injuries right there. 9 of them are injuries. Johnny Weekend on Femar is on injury list also. This is picking up more and more. They try to figure out that. Don't expect too much for the next couple of games for them. I don't think so. They're going to finish first because too many injuries. But they have to go through that adversity. That gives chance like Florent Jacquet play on the third line right now. With the departure of Owen Beck that opened another spot. Alex Bocage take advantage of that. And a player respond very well right now is Sean Farrell. Sean Farrell is on fire right now with the Laval Rocket. A couple of great games, the last a couple of games for them, for the Rocket. Logan Mayu have a good game last Wednesday. But really hard for them to perform because there are too many injuries. Simoneau is not there. Jacob is not there. Um, Gignac is not there. The other long term. Doc is not there. And I can go all the way the list of 9 and on the front Mario right there. So this is a problem with them. We'll see what happening for that. Um, for that, for the Laval Rocket. But like I mentioned to you guys, Farrell, Mayu, and Rebecca will take advantage of those injuries to have more to eye. David Rebecca played 2 solid games last week. His return in on the ice. Look, Rebecca is going to be solid. The good news for that for me is this part. If Rebecca play most of the game for the Laval Rocket until the end of the season, the regular season, if the Laval Rocket go all the way to the final, it could play approximately 40 games until there. It's almost the same number of games he played last year with the team Cluden. My point behind that is that would be so good if Laval go all the way and David Rebecca can play all those games to get at least something out of the season, almost lost because of his injury for David Rebecca. So, again, and would be interesting what Montreal going to do after that. Also, at the end, who they going to add players for to help the Laval Rocket? Are they going to make an impact at the trade deadline to get a player right now? Example, playing American Hockey League somewhere and to be on the roster. Philippe Mazars and everyone is hurt right now. But when all those players are back from injuries, Pascal Vincent had to figure out something there. Who's going to be on the lineup? So we'll see what happening with the Laval Rocket. And Rabinov talk about Rimbacker there. It could happen. Combination. That's a part of the game to be hurt. When they are that junior players are hurt, top will be available to join. That's a ton of top guys. This another subject we can talk about. This is what on my last the player to watch. Every week I want to look about a different prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. Tyler Top have a great weekend again for the Vancouver Giants. You can see up top right now with the puck. It's a pass right there and a goal from each teammate. Top is a 6'5" players. Draft by the Montreal Canadiens. Winger at 24 goals this season, and he has 23 assists for a total of 47. On that one, guys, you can see Kevin the puck. Check the release right there. He scored a goal. I'll give him his 24 goal. The next one will be a 23rd after that clip. But again, Torp, excellent release, great accuracy. Every game since the beginning of the season, guys, every time I watch Torp, 4, 5, 6 shot per game. You can see that on that goal of Torp, I think this one was his 23rd goal of the season for the Vancouver. This was also his fifth goal, guys, on the PK. By the way, this is another information to know about his PK. For that, another great relief for Tyler Top to score a goal. So Tyler Top, guys, like I mentioned to you, 6'5", great hockey player. Now, Grant McCann, whatever his last name, talk about he's an excellent skater. I agree with him and I disagree with him. He's an excellent skater for the size he is at 6'5". Not easy a skater at 6'5", at 18 years old, 19 years old. He need to improve his explosiveness. He need to be quicker. The first 2-3 steps, he need to engage faster. He need to work on his edges. That's another part of his power skating. He need to work on it. His edge, inside edge, protect the puck with his edge. That's something he need to work. Again, 4, 5, 6 shots on the net. He can use his body more. He's a 19 years old. So at 19 years old right now, he's going to turn 20 August 11. So can he join the Laval Rocket? Yes, he can. Exactly like Florent Jacquet. When you are 20 years old, at your final year at the final year of the junior, and you turn 20 years old before the end of the year. All right. So example, every player are 19 years old right now, and you're going to turn 20 years old before December 31st, 2025, are eligible to play in American Hockey League. This is a rule. If you turn 20 years old, January 2nd, you cannot. Same situation happened with Jacquet. Jacquet played his year at 20 years old with the Laval Rocket. Top could become that player next year. Now, Top have to learn more is the two ways situation for him. You need to learn more about defensive zone coverage, something like that. I think that'd be good for him. Now, Jacquet scored 33 goals last year in the OHL. When you look at the top guys, think about Florent Jacquet. Big body, 6'4", 6'5". They are almost the same skating. Their skating is almost similar. Jacquet need to improve the skating. He's a center, Top is a winger. A WHL guy is not easy to have a lot of goal. And, he played on the second line with the team because the John have a really good player like Cameron Schmidt. They have Lipsinski. Now, Lipsinski play with Torp sometime. But this is a team where he's on the second. if he's still a WHL, he need to dominate for sure. I don't know the John what they look like next season. I think there will be another good team, but he could join the Laval Rocket definitely if he want to do that, and Montreal think is the best for him. I don't have the right answer, honestly, because Montreal Canadiens getting more asset in Laval, right? Kapanen next year could be Laval. Um, there are not many spots, so I don't know there will be a factor for the Montreal Canadiens. But yes, Tyler Top could join the Montreal Canadiens. Could join the Laval Rocket next year. You're welcome, Jimbo, about that. But yeah, that's definitely have a good one over there. Randy confirmed about that. Thanks, Randy. Mr. Chief Fence from Australia. Australia, welcome in the house. Good morning. I think it is. Maybe good afternoon now. But I think for that, that would be interesting to see Tyler Top. He was the player for the prospect. Even Dimitar play tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Time, a.m. Tomorrow night. He play against Spartak. Dimitar, unfortunately for him, I report every game, guys, everything happening with Dimitar. I'm going to watch the game tonight. But the last two games, he got removed and assist. So every time we have an assist live, I cut it and I put this right away on my X account. And then boom, the next morning, Dimitrov lost his assist, happening the last two games for Dimitrov. My only problem I would say to Dimitrov, guys, my only concern is this part. And it's not negative, but he's stuck at 19 goals. Dimitrov, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He did not score any goal in the last 9 games. Yeah, one game he scored 3 goals on the same game. 16, 17, 18, 19 goals. After that, he had 2 games with no goal. But this is his longest straight game with no goal for him. He got assists, but no goal. Nikita Atamadov just beat Demidov with 20 goals. He joined Kaprizov with the most goals and a KHL at 20 years old. So, Demidov, this is something I pay attention. And you look about the shot of the net, guys. 2 shot last game, 0 the game before that, 3-3-5 before that. He dropped now from 20 minutes, 19 minutes, at 13 minutes, and 14 minutes. And all the injury for SK are coming back. Now, if they win tonight, I believe they make the playoff. I'm sure they were going to make the playoff. They are still have 10 more games to go. Point behind that, Dimitrov have to figure out to put the puck in the net now. Makola welcome in the house. Thanks for all the light. We got the 60 tonight. Hard to score in the KHL, coach. I'm not sure. The goaltender are not very good. Second thing I would say to you, Dimitrov could have more goal and more point if Rottenberg was used him properly the right way. This is a fact. This is a problem for Demidov with Rottenberg. That's not help. Um, and it's not going to become better until the end because now Plenikov is returning. Krejciuk is coming very soon. All those best top 6 players are coming back, and then the young guy, Kokosny, I believe, number 71, scored 4 5 goals the last 4 5 games. So the time is limited, and the Jet tied the game. Finally, Josh Morrissey scored a goal, and at the end of this, guy, the stay alive. 25 seconds to go remaining, guys, and the Jet tied the game 1-1. The problem, Kansas City for Marchessault, he just signed a new contract, gonna be easy. Uh, right now, I think Marchessault is at 20 goals. Marchessault right now is at 18 goals, 45 points, and 56 games. Now, last year he scored 42 goals. This is, his highest goal in the NHL. But Marchessault has been a guy scored 25, 27 goals, 30 goals in NHL. He's 34 years old. I think it was a mistake for them. Marco, which NHL draft? First of all, they did not sign the contract of Cédric Guindon. Uh, you know, they don't going to give a contract to Gordon, Verbedic. Um, I think Croteau will be a long shot, in my opinion. Um, Zobolev and Kostenko, I don't think so. Also, and the recent draft last year, I think Canadiens will be. I don't think so. They will do that. They split with the defenseman from Finland, Puri, Purni, or something like that. Um, they're going to find a way with Koivo. They already have Rover. Um, they don't have Rover, but they could. They will sign him anyway. Yeah, the other player I'm thinking right now, quickly on my head, Marco, um, on that ex-Marc Bergevin draft pick, the 22, 23, 3 years old, Gordon, like I mentioned. The recent player I just mentioned, the other player right there. Let me check something else. Um, at some point, you have to figure out with Quentin Miller or Vec Van Eggs. Um, this kind of player they can sign, they can see with the Lion. Now, sometimes guys they don't sign contract with Montreal Canadiens, but they cut a contract guys from a tryout contract with the Laval Rocket only. Simoneau was built that way, by the way. Great question, Marco. Uh, this is a good question, Australia. It's a problem with Barry Trotz. Over time, right now, Jets. Hey, Mr. Woody Snyder is in the house. 26, no, it will go through the process of Bedar or Mitchkov, right? Those players get 40, 50 points per year. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry about this, Marco. Remember, like I said before in the past, guys, always we sharing all together, like Marco was like that Montreal need to be sure they know the evaluation of each players and to trade them. They make mistake with Kovacevic, but they trade Jordan Harris. I think a guy like Strouble could be another one. Joshua Roy, Mezar. I believe they are the market to be traded at some point. That's awesome, Kansas City. And the Jet has survived the 10W, guys. Max Shifley score. And the Jet win by the score 2-1, 2 goal. And another loss by the young team, the San Jose Sharks. Unbelievable. This is what you learn to how you win game in NHL. Vanecek really discouraged, left the building. Yes, Jim Pope, but I don't think so. Right now, Joshua Roy have a great return. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect too much in return for Joshua Roy. Jonathan Marchessault won one Stanley Cup with Vegas Golden Knight, Kansas. Thanks for all the likes we got so far. I have one or two more, subject, guys. I want to go back on my 3 star of the week. My 3 star of the week I'll provide on my X account. You can watch my X account. You can see me on the Coach Frenchie 10X. My 3 star of the week, guys. I will remove this properly the right way so you can figure out better. The Montreal Canadiens, Juraj Sakaski, 1 goal, 1.5 shot of the net, 8 hits. Again, the Ottawa Center. Brendan Gallagher, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 point. Josh Anderson, 1 goal, 1.3 hit for the Montreal Canadiens. Again, a guy like Jekai could be another, can get a star for that game. This is my 3 star for the Laval Rocket, guys. Sean Farrell, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5.8 shot of the net. Florent Jekai, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 point, 4 shot of the net with a game-winning goal. And then Alex Bariboulet, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 point for 11 shots. And finally, for the pipeline for the Montreal Canadiens, Jacob Fuller, 2 W during the weekend, same percentage of .938. Both time he beat the Vermont Cottonmouth. And then Tyler Top, like I mentioned earlier, 2 goal, 1 assist, 3 point, 10 shot on the net. And finally, Oliver Kapanen have a great game. He got 3 point that game, 1 goal, 2 assists for a total of +6 for Oliver Kapanen. All my 3 star every Monday. I produce my 3 star of the week for the Montreal Canadiens. So this is the way I do that every Monday night or here at the Hockey Nation show. That's what we do. I want to talk about something about this. What do you do with Jacob Tobash? I would like to hear from each one of you in the chat. Tobash, guys, they're going to play tonight. Tomorrow night against Carolina. Montreal Canadiens play every 2 days this week. You're not going to see Tobash. Maybe see him one time every per week. Is it better for him to be with the Montreal Canadiens or to be with Laval Rocket? When will be the time to return him? How you feel about that? How they going to keep him until to the end of the year? And then send him in Laval? What the right answer? I would like to hear from you in the chat to let me know about that. Marchessault, I think, is at $5 million. Coach, do you like or what? Jimbo, that I like Ahoua, but to be fit, he need to be on the right chair. And unfortunately, for the last two times he got called up for the Montreal Canadiens, he was not on the right chair. He have a good start, like RHP did with the Montreal Canadiens. He had what 9.23 game. After that injury, finished the season. This year, a really bad camp. He never recovered from that. I think he have a potential, but his skating will be always a problem for him. But you cannot give up on that, right? So it will be interesting what happening. But I'm not sure if it's a good fit at long term with the Montreal Canadiens. Farrell's looking good. Triple W is right now saving his year at this moment. Atus has sent down a sent Tobesh to Laval et call up Hughes. And Triple W said play him. Alexandre Maillard, Tobesh wanted the two more game to evaluate his game after take decision on restay or go back to Laval. Not a bad idea, Alexandre. A good point, Willie. Claude Richard, the same line like A2. And 26, you nail it about Edebuck. Uh, Jacob Fuller is right now at the end of the year. He's going to sign with the Montreal Canadiens at 99.9. Then he's going to be burning maybe his contract, maybe play one game with the Montreal at the end. The game does not count anymore. And after that, he's going to go back to Laval Rocket next year. And I think it would be one more year over there. I think Montebo Tobes is going to be the duo. They're going to let go Primo. And they have Hughes for one more year. So that would be my prediction or my vision for the goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens after that. Croteau is going to stay with the Dartmouth College. Vatvenek is going to play and the QM with a new team, a new Fogland. And then Volonkin have he have a contract until 2026 with the team Sushi, but he is owned by SKA, I believe. I don't know if they loan it or they trade him for Sushi. That's pretty much what's happening with the goaltender. Good question, guys. We still have about a couple more minutes to go. If you want to have any question, it's a time to ask me anything. Yeah, Jimbo, that's the same way. How far do you think Edge is? Billy, I think he is about 2, 3 years for me. Um, when I said that, Billy, one more year and with Michigan, I want him to do the same path like Ren Leonard or Gabe Perrault. After that, it will be Laval Rocket 1 year. And after that, we'll see what's happening. But that would be my prediction about him and Billy, about this. David Robinson, welcome back in the house, David. Long time to see you. For experience, thanks for all the likes we got. Center bench back to Laval for experience, bring Primo back. RJ with all the game for tomorrow night. Thanks so much. Montreal play at 7 o'clock. About that, and after, I don't understand the trade Tobesh for Adam Laurie. What the benefit of that? I don't get it. Good question, Wendy. I think it's a goaltender didn't have enough experience yet. It's very hard to give you the right answer. Shelton, does anyone see Montebo as a long-term solution for Montreal? No. Sheldon, I think Sheldon right now, they believe Montebo have a better chance to keep the Montreal Canadiens in the mix versus Tobesh. could change the next 5, 7 games. But until they believe they're still in the mix, they will give the more experience for Montebo. On the flip side, you're right about the Tobias to get more experience, but I think it's not the right time at this moment. Yes, Randy. Jimpo, I think, he played with a solid team. Um, the talent is there. It's been a good run with a UCHL with Youngtown. He was the MVP on the Kelly Cup trophy. Um, you have a good run in the NCAA. Expectation are high, Jimbo. Triple Obesh could be that backup. Definitely about that. Pete Martin is in the house. Good point, Pete Martin. I like your ID. Kochekov versus Sam Montebo. Thanks so much, my friend Adam. Welcome back in the house, Adam from Vegas. Hopefully, you're doing well at the high school, Green Valley. Assistant principal, head coach of the swimming team. Never too late, my friend Pete. Going to Costa Rica. Here we go, Adam, the traveler, the man. Congratulations, Adam. Take advantage of Costa Rica. Have a couple of cheese in Costa Rica. Last night, the cheese was high last night. I have a good cheese last night. Like, I was sit alone at my table, and then three cheese pop up. 27, 30, and 40 years old. Have a great time. You never know when the cheese show up. Yeah, just to be patient. Run the way Alibaka play and goal as is play deep in the net for a while, or is this something new for him this season? Good question, Ron. Honestly, to have the right answer, I would have to tell you the truth, and my truth is I don't see enough game for Alibak to give you a good evaluation about his performance. So I'm not the right person to ensure to tell the truth. I could tell you, an opinion where I'm not sure about that. So it's not who I am. So I'm honest about that. Around at 25 game remaining, play Montebo 17 game and Tobias 8 game. Yeah, I didn't have the schedule. I'm sure the back-to-back game will be happening. Jimbo, yes, but the value in return is very low. Mark, keep Tobias ill until and if we fall out, I'll raise the dance against him Laval for the playoff run. Great point. Alexander, at this possible, Justin Cabot go top 10 with very high point escape. Well, I'm not perfect and it's a tip of the players. Everything is possible, Alexander, right? But I think Carbonneau will be going to be between 12 to 17 at the NHL draft. Um, I think outdoor player in front of him is getting better. Like I we said to you, O'Brien, Cameron Bear. I think the Cameron Bear. I think Carbonneau. Um, Schmidt, Cameron Schmidt. Can I put Ladovic there? Maybe. Or between 12 to 16, 17. Of course, you have some kind of defenseman on there. So it'll be really difficult for him to go top 10. But Denvoyer should be top 10 on that one, Alexandre. But it will be close. He could become close. Who would you like to see at the future network for the Habs? I think Fuller is the best one. Valentin is a really interesting case. Now, Valentin, guys, don't worry about the number. He has this morning, he has what, 868 or 800. I think he's 868. The point behind that, he played with the team Sushi. Sushi is not very good. He gave 4 goals today. Uh, but the way he goes between the pipe is excellent. So Valenkin will be my wild card. But I think for the next couple of years, you're going to see Fowler, Tobesh at long term. Good night, Mark. See you tomorrow night. You're welcome, Randy. Yeah, possible M26, but I don't expect too much. I will not, guys, I will not touch Elias Peterson, $11 million. I will not touch Trevor Zegras. Two player I'm looking me for grits. I'm looking for the player who go everything, play hard, go through the board, physicality, everything like that. And there are two players I don't think so much need at this moment. I will find yes, Adam. They are everywhere. Awesome, Pete Martin with an tap. Very possible Randy they can go that way. For goal today, again him for Valentin, yeah. Great point, Pete Martin about Elebaka. Guys, I think we did almost everything here. I think I did it. What a show. What a fun show we got tonight, guys. I let Devin, Marco, and Artab to take some rest tonight. I did it by myself. And like I said, we had no template here. It was just play by here. A lot of great questions, guys, tonight. A lot of great people in the chat. We crossed 60 likes. We should be like this every night, by the way. But the only fun is like, guys, you make it fun that I pop up here every night and talking about hockey because we have one thing in common. We have the passion, the game. We love hockey and we love to sharing. Agree, disagree. The only thing we do very well together and we do it with respect. That's the most important thing I'm looking for every night, to respect each other and to be body to body. Just hanging out together, and we're not going to be rich with the YouTube channel. I don't expect anything else. Me, I just enjoy to be, keep my happiness every day here when I wake up in the morning and tell them to prepare that and have a good time. You know, when you have a show at 8:30, I wake up at 6:30. I make about 90 minutes to prepare the show, and then you go to the show for 2 hours. And that's the most important thing because people like Inartap, Luciano, Ron, moderator of the Hockey National Show, RJ Calabo, the news update, and all the people pop up every night to be here talking about hockey. What can you ask for more? Nothing else. The reason we grow, we are right now, guys, at 8,890 likes, I believe. Not likes, but subscribers. One at a time. I don't know what we're going to become. But the only thing I know is we're going to show up every night. Every night. Talking about the Montreal Canadiens because the only reason is who you are. And you are like that.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Exactly. That's what you are. You have greatness inside of you. It was a pleasure to be with you tonight, guys. And thank you so much. You have no clue. You have no clue of the impact you make in my life. You cannot figure out that. Whatever you come here, you said one word, or you don't said anything, or you're here to talk about the game, to listen me, or to read the comments. This is what makes me happy. So I want to say, bottom of my heart, I'm grateful and thankful for all of you to be with me every single night. Until then, my friend, be well, be health. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? Someone who said 2025. The Hunky Nation, I should have Nation want to tell you one thing, sir. We love you, friends. Be alive. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock p.m. when the Montreal Canadiens play again the Canada Hurricane. The music is off, but we can talk again more. And that will be here at 7 o'clock. So, one more time. Oh, it's coming. Oh, yeah, it's coming. And peace out. Booyah, everybody. Good night, everyone.